welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Tonight's a good one here in the AFC. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. We're playing under the lights and some heavy rain here tonight. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Return coming from the 6. This makes it up to the 25. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. They're brought out by the fifth-year man out of Clemson. Hard to believe it's year 5, isn't it, Brock? Former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence.
When you have a franchise quarterback, and Trevor is that guy in Jacksonville, you typically don't slump to bottom 5 in the draft, but that's where the Jags have found themselves. And that's why there's a new system, a new coach, and really a new lease on life for Trevor in what becomes a very big year in his career.
And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
Solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still 3rd down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Lawrence working from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Here's ETN on first down. And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Love this. Tight end getting the run. Only can get his yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
Okay, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. ETN gets it on the draw. Another run is stopped short. Just 2 on that pickup, and now it's 4th and 1.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. Going on 4th, here's Lawrence. That's Cox, he's got Washington. And they make the tackle at the 38. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, a give to ETN. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Slot man in motion left. Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Facing 4th down, the Jags elected to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I'm going to call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season you won't. In that case, one went right through.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. On the return, here's Nico Mejio. He's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them as he always does, a quarterback seeking his 4th consecutive Super Bowl appearance and a 4th Super Bowl title. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. And he drives this into the pouring rain. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. 2nd drive coming up for the Jacksonville offense. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. 1st down throw, Lawrence. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
When that ball left his hands, Kate, he envisioned a massive play, and he nearly saw it happen for all the wrong reasons. What a great effort there defensively to track the ball and be in position to nearly pick it.
They're going to throw it on third and long. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Jaguar first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They send the tight end in motion. From the gun, ETN gets it. He stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk with second down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes second and 1. They go right back to ETN. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
ETN on third down. Same guys, same results. He's bottled up for a second time. That's going to bring him to fourth down.
Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, you really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game.
On fourth down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. The Chiefs sending their offense out for the second time this game. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's first and 10. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
And the first down, Chiefs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. Pacheco gets it from the gun. Ooh, he made the most of that one. Didn't he give him 9 yards on that first down carry?
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Second down run by Pacheco. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
The drive picks up here, first and 10. Trying things up the gut. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. First down play, that's at 5. It's going to be second and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
They pick up 1 on the run. Need more though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. He's caught. He's got Brown. And they get this down to the 28. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
15. First down, Kansas City.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Right here on the carry. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Off play action. It's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Here's Hunt up the middle. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. They're now set for 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Chiefs take a 4-point lead.
7, Jaguars 3.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points. You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. 7-3 is our score. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They still have 10 to go here. It's second down. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Here comes the screen for Etienne. And they're able to drive and reaches the 45. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Etienne. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. Ooh, awfully close to that line to gain. Stopped though, made it to 46. Third down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Lawrence here running the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop her at the line. No gain.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, he's signing for it.
Juke the defender. He gets him inside the 40. That's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about willpower. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run. And a great try at that first down.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. First carry now, this is Bashal Tootin. And he's not going to get there. The defense attacked to deny the marker, and now a chance of a stand here with 3rd and 1.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
No run here, Etienne. He's able to get this to the 32 before going down. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
That's another Jaguars first down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Going to the ground again on first. Room to run inside the 20. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
That's all we needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted. To stop on the quick pass, it became really easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Etienne. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. Tootin gets it from the gun. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Now from the 2-yard line, it's 3rd and goal. They're going to run with Etienne. And this is going to end behind the line, Brock. A great stop down in close. Now let's see if they want to risk it here on 4th and goal.
Kate, you could just kind of feel it. That was a challenge this defense took personally. You want to run it at us? You're going to try to run it at me? I'm going to stuff it before you get started.
Facing fourth down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. Pretty easy kick here, Brock, just 22 yards. Little knocks it through, and that cuts the lead back down to a lower point.
One of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Here's Smith on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I'd expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back-and-forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
He's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. It's a 21-yard gain, and the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Loose slated downs to approach here from the 40. Putting a receiver in motion. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get games like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Right back to Pacheco. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grow the lead to 7. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. All right, so this solid first half continues from Brock. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. You always preach about coming out strong, and they've been the ones dictating the tempo. As a result, they add to their lead.
Butker to try the point after. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Chiefs grow their lead to 8. Butker on now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. Escapes a defender. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Jaguars send running back Travis Etienne trotting back out to the field. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain.
That right there, Kate, that just shows the level of preparedness this defense had coming into the game. They recognized the jet sweep from the start, and they nailed it right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Rolling left, buying some time. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Now Lawrence. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
They'll send Logan Cook out again for the punt. Chiefs have Nico Remigio out for the return. He's got it at the 24. That's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Chiefs and Xavier Worthy back in possession here. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's on the quick hitter. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Here's a gift to Hunt. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Mahomes here from the gun on 3rd down. Complete out to the right side. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
A gain of 13 yards. And a 1st down, Chiefs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Pistol now for Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. The Chiefs with a chance to add to their lead. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. On target to Worthy. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Putting the tight end in motion. Third down, it's Mahomes. Throwing deep for the end zone. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner, and this gets out to the 30. The Jaguars, down running back Travis Etienne, trotting back out to the field. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Lawrence working from the gun. Throw left side, complete. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Throwing again, here's Lawrence. That's Thomas, he's got it. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. A timeout taken by Jacksonville, it's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after him.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Again, it's Lawrence to throw. Into the hands of his running back, Etienne. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now. Counter give to Etienne. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Now with 2 seconds left, we get the expected timeout from this offense. They're in great shape to get 3 here entering the half. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. This from 40 on the right hash.
A 40-yard attempt.
Little knocks it through. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott, and hope you are really today dry studio as the rain continues to fall here in our second half. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Mejio with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now City, its offense has it first to start quarter number 3. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Kansas City.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Give now to Gray. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up third down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Third down, 1 yard to go. No running, here's Pacheco.
Isaiah Pacheco, the ball carrier.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative, the last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal units and Harrison Butker headed out. It is a 44-yard look from the right hash. Butker knocks it through. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2-for-2 for this kicker.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Here's ETN to begin the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They bring Thomas in motion. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Falcons isn't holding up. They're able to drop This defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating third and extra longs, that's exactly how you get it done.
Dime coverage from the Chiefs on this third down. Lawrence looking to throw. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Their rookie out of Colorado, the one to bring him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Goes on the run. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage. So third down now.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Kansas City sends out its punt team. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. On first down. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of 29. That's good for the Jaguars. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start to push into Chiefs territory. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
On 2nd down, it's ETN. Well, that's all with the offense style. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. Able to find Strange here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain. And the Jaguars first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
1st and 10 from the 41. carry by ETN. He's got to gain a 6 there. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making a stop.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. ETN again. And this hasn't been a common sight out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Hits him on the out route. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works. They come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
Imagine the weather's playing a role here. Instead of trying a field goal, they're going to go for this. Slot man motioned over. Going on 4th. Here's Lawrence. Flush down out to his left. And they're taken down right along the 30. 2 yards on the pickup. And the conversion sets them up with a new set of downs.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
They'll give this up the middle to ETN. Breaks the tackle, still going. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Christian Fulton, the one to bring him down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. The run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Inside give here for Tootin. And this is down to the doorstep of that red zone. Another yard to reach it and pick up that 1st down, too. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. Third and a lone yard coming up. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. What a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
That's one of those situations where if you're going to call that play, you better execute it. Because if it works, well, you're a genius. But one little thing gets off. A little bit of penetration. You don't seal the edge, well, you're punting, and that play goes right out the window.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. On 4th down, here's Lawrence. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Pride connected with Xavier Worthy there. And now they face 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Steps up, and he's running with it.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
A gain of 15. And a first down, Chiefs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Kansas City.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. He's got his man, that's Travis Kelce. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First down, ball at the 36. Trying things up the gun. This is tough running with this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Just one quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. Chiefs have set themselves up for the win here. Now just need to carry this lead through the end. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. A tight end in motion now. From the 33 on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the net. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Running right is Pacheco. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Jaguars with an extra defensive back out there, 3rd down. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game. Not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
A 31-yard attempt.
Butker knocks it through. And then extends their lead to 14.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. Touchdown to field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
Kansas City.
Starting at the 10. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jaguars down running back Travis Etienne trotting back out to the field. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. On play action now, Lawrence. He put everything he had into this one. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Lawrence working from the gun. Short pass brought in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Jacksonville in punt formation. Logan Cook, the one to kick it away. They'll have this fair catch right along the 25. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense will probably rather forget. He gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward, and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. To the air, Mahomes. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
On the pistol, here comes Pacheco. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
I think this is the part where they run away, Kate. Has him run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost him some yards.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Here's Mahomes. Setting up the screen. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
And it's a nickel set from the Jags on this 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? They chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. Matt Ariza, the one to send it away. And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. On the ground to begin this drive with the end. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Here's 2nd and 11. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. A solid gain right up towards that midfield stripe. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
And He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops as they picked up close to 4. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
2nd down, Etienne gets it again. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for another Jaguars.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Here comes the screen for Etienne. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
2nd down, give to 2. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
You know why baseball coaches are called managers, Kate? Because they got to manage a lot of situations. And I've realized over time and talking to them, they love taking a situation, a game moment, and making it a team topic. That play, or that corner right there, I know this is a head football coach, not a head football manager, but he's going to take that play, he's going to illuminate it to his team and show the fearlessness of his corner making that tackle.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. The throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Desperation time here on 4th. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Chiefs offense out to take over. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
It's on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 12-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Right back to Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Here's Mahomes on the sneak. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. All set up now for 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. It's Pacheco again. That's good room at the 35. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Jaguar. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. He's going to look ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Chiefs nearing a win here with a 14-point lead. This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. Now pass play. Here's Mahomes. Up to the left side, caught by Brown. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. The Chiefs in a victory formation here as they take a knee. So score this a win for the Chiefs. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field, but they didn't let that stop them today. They played their game, and as a result, they're leaving here with a victory. With Brock Hewitt and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.